Hello, 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 hello. Howdy doody 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 da. Today. Yeah. We're here for an early one. We're gonna get into it pretty quickly. You know, I was not expecting a gosh darn Wednesday morning thing for it to come up on TCB. So it's like it's not like they're putting out something from a different thing. It's like TCB just got at it early today. So, you know, we're gonna we're gonna look into that then, you know. We're gonna see how that goes. Oh my gosh, why is that all the way like that? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But yes. We're gonna get into it quicker than usual, I think, today. Because I got work in 50 minutes. So this won't be a super long one. So I would love to have, I don't know, gotten people in, but I didn't even know it was out until I woke up. So it was a bit of a shock. Sometimes they don't come out till late Friday. And it came on a Wednesday morning. That's too much for me. Too much for me. I do have to share it, though. I do got to do that. Let me hopefully. Oh, look at that! It's the first one. I think I'm the first person too. I think I'm ahead of all of the other streamers too. So we're quick. We got to be quick on the draw to these things. But I like posting it in my Discord, in my one specific little One Piece Talk Discord thing. Oh yeah, I messed things up. I did 155 twice. I need to fix that. Yeah. There we go. There we go. 11:57. Well, even if there's no one here, I don't care. I don't care. Because what we're going to do is that we're going to go and do some watching of it anyways. How's about? We're going to do some reading. I have no idea what's happening in the chapter. I ain't got a clue. Ain't got a clue. Which is fun. Like I skimped like the very first page, and I was like, oh, I see Big Mom in it. I will put Big Mom in thumbnail, so I will know that at least one person that is in chapter is in thumbnail. Because I can't just make it rocks every single thumbnail. You know, I know some people are gonna do that, but I'm like, I can't just make that one Rock's face my thumbnail for like 4 chapters in a row. I didn't want to last week, but then views were bad, so I had to switch it. So we'll see if I have to do that again this week or not. But enough yapping. Hi, Sonny. Chapter 1157, and we actually got a cover story. It feels like a month since we've gotten this. He died protecting the village from Kaido. Oh, leaving no trace of his body behind. Oh, okay, so this ain't... What's his name? They're not at the shrine of that dude, of that guy. Of Ryuma. They're not at Ryuma's shrine. They're at a different shrine. Is this that guy's sword that she was carrying the whole time, or did she leave that sword at Ryuma's shrine, at a different shrine? Now she's just at the shrine. I don't remember. He died protecting the village from Kaido. So probably not one of the, probably not Zoro's uncle. Could have been, but I don't know. I don't know if we know this specific one or not. And it looks like page 1 and Ulti are making a snowman of Kaido in the back. I assume that's Kaido. What? It's a little insensitive. Just a little insensitive, probably, but okay. Yeah, make your Kaido snowman in the background. Oh, whatever. Ulti's here, so that's cool. Oh, we even got an O to know that I don't care about. While you do color work. Oh, well, I'm glad you're doing color work, Oda. All right, we're getting to it. Chapter 1157. The Rock's crew are in action. One Piece is pretty neat. I do agree. We're getting into it. Page 1. Not this page 1. Page 1 is right here, but we're also on page 1 of the chapter. That's a little loud, too. I can boop that a little bit. All right. No more distractions. It's already 8:15. Goodness gracious. Foot Colony Temple of the International Philanthropy Federation. Those are a lot of words you don't hear every day in One Piece. Foot Colony Temple of the International Philanthropy Federation. Mr. Beast! They're stealing from Mr. Beast. No. Woohoo! That's a good line read. This is a ton of loot. Let's haul it out. Nice work. That's everything. Let's book it. Please stop. That money was donated for poor children in need. Yeah, right. If that's true, why hasn't it been turned over? You were gonna keep it, right? Hey, Ochoko. Hey. Oh, everyone's going crazy. They're stealing from the poor, supposedly, or are they? But they're like, I wasn't even gonna go that way anyways. And we got Big Mom, we got Ochoko, Wangji, as one say. We got Catfish Man, we got Gangster Boy. Mainly Big Mom, though. Very big. And we got Stussy down there. Lower the lift. We're still underground. Shut up already. Hey, Shink. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about them. And he tosses a bomb in. Oh, did he just like straight up betray them right there? What is going on? What? Wait, what? Is he just trolling them? Or did he throw that bomb? I'm assuming he did. So they're like, hey, let us up. And they're like, nope. And he explodes. And now the island is sinking? What? What the hell? The island is sinking? No, this is an earthquake. It's got to be his handiwork. New gate! Everyone's falling. The temple is... Oh my gosh, wait. Oh, sorry. I missed... Sorry, I kept reading. I was like, what? Sorry. I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. I'm better than this. I'm not like one of those other One Piece reactors who are bad at reading. Because people are so bad at... Reactors are so bad at reading One Piece. And I've been spot on perfect. This is the first time I've had this big a blunder. Dang it. I'm embarrassed. But I'll own up to it. I'm not going to be like some people who are like, I didn't skip anything. What? I was supposed to read this thing? This panel's not important at all. You guys are yelling over an unimportant thing. I'm not going to be like, I'll own up to my mistakes. This way the rest of us all get bigger cuts, suckers. That's funny, Shiki. You're toxic. Damn it. These bastards know everything about us. Isn't the army here yet? They're closer. Then we can't let them escape. Yes, sir, Lord High Priestess. Seal the temple. Yeah, these iron bars just sprung up. They're trying to trap us, eh? I'll bust through. Out of the way. What? Now the island is sinking. Now we're getting some Guru Guru no Me stuff. Newgate! The Templars, gotta admit, I'm a bit jealous. I can't do that. Interested in getting a power, huh? You better choose wisely if you seek one out. You'll be stuck with it for your life. Good point. Who was it? Which one of you tried to ditch us down there? And Shiki's going up. Is that Axeman already? Oh, he's already on the team. Wow. And then Shiki is like, fix it to be you, Shiki. Oh, Ryokun. Thank goodness you survived. I was worried about you. What the hell are you all doing? Everybody move it. I'm gonna kill your ass. You at least kept the treasure safe, right? Of course. Hey, Rox, look at the shore. It's the Navy. Ooh, look at Captain John looking all cool and stuff up there. New challengers have shown up. Hey, knock it off with the infighting. This ain't the time. We should have been getting ready to ship off. The Marines are everywhere. That was fast. Did someone leak our plans? Ooh, is there a traitor amongst the Rocks pirates? Is it Stussy? Oh, no. Oh, no. Surely not. Surely not. Screw it. No point prepping to sail now. Get ready to fight. Plunder everything and sink 'em all. And then we get a good Rock's face again. It's pretty much the same Rock's face, but it's a good Rock's face. It's crazy how he's doing this, and then, like, you know, Roger and Garp are just in their own little world, too. In a mere 2 years since their formation, the record of the Rock's crew spoke for itself. 16 documented raids, 676 sunken ships. And he's kablowing, 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 kablowing. We don't know what the name of their ship is, though, yet. 14 ports reduced to ash. 5 towns wiped off the map. 1 nation brought to ruin. 3 unprecedented violations of Article 18 of international law and 25 criminal records quietly erased. Ooh, so 25 big pirates he took out, too. You can see him using some Conqueror's hockey right there. Oh my gosh, these people are not happy with whatever's going on right there. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. That's a crazy little illustration of a guy yelling. That's a lot of crazy stuff. Rox has a lot of feats. A lot of feats in drawing, you know. At least, you know. Because feats aren't things that you do on screen. They're things that are said about you in the Oda boxes. Obviously. That's where power scaling comes from the Oda boxes, not from the actual story itself. Death Catting. Even with the future Pirate King, Goldie Roger, sailing the seas, it would not be an overstatement to refer to this period as the era of rocks. There we go. There we go. It's the era of rocks right now. And Roger and Garp, they were goofing around during the era of rocks. And I guess it wasn't until the era of Roger that, like, or till God Valley, I guess, that Roger's time came. You know, we're honestly, we're getting, people aren't gonna like this, but we're getting like kid similarities to rocks right now, you know, to where, you know, how Luffy was doing one thing and people, you know, most people would be like, oh yeah, no, Luffy's feats are more impressive and everything, but Rocks has like the bigger body count and he has like the more like violent things happening to him, and he probably has the bigger bounty. So, you know, the reputation of Kid was still much higher than Luffy at the time of Sabaody, even though we know that Luffy was doing crazier feats, but we just didn't hear about them. and they were a little more subtle, you know, and they were for different reasons, and they weren't like as violent as like destroying entire towns and crews and stuff. It was more like, oh, he's saving his friend from the world government and taking out Chichibukais and stuff. So, you know, we're kind of at a similar place where we don't really know what Rox has been up to in the back, or what Roger's been up to in the back. You know, what, like, little types, what, like, Innie's Lobby style things he's up to right now. But we know what Rox is up to, and he's, like, doing, like, the bigger, violenter stuff. Just like Kid. It's a very direct parallel to Luffy and Kid. Rox and Roger. People are gonna like that because people don't like Rock. People don't like Kid, but I feel like this is a very obvious parallel. Inishi New World. What are you doing? Leave this place at once, Harald. All non-affiliated nations are considered lawless territories. Don't concern yourselves with the humans living here. They have no rights. That's messed up. The world government can't just decree everything like that. Ooh, he's looking different. His stash is coming in a little better now. He's got that slick hairdo right now, too. Let them go. This country gave aid to Elbaf during our famine out of the kindness of their hearts. They're our friends, our saviors. King Harald, help us. Who's he talking to? We're not leaving without repaying our debt. Harald, you understand that Elbaf is under consideration for becoming a member nation, correct? Intervening to help us would be one thing. But you'll only hurt your membership bid if you intervene on behalf of a non-affiliated country. Why is the world government tying up all these non-affiliated people? So stay out of the way, Harald, and he just shoots the lady. Oh, yeah, you can't go back. Gotta be like, okay, well, we're not going this direction anymore. Why? Okay, how Harald, how do you become a government dog after this? Like, you haven't actually, like, seen much of, like, the evil of the world government yet, until, I guess, right now. So I would hope that right now is very much a turning point, because that's no bueno. That is very, you know, Star Wars Empire-esque, just evil for being evil's sake, which is just like, okay, no black and white, no gray points in this chapter. It's just like, nope, Marine Batman. Actually, there's nothing complicated about it. Golly, look at the shading on this guy though. It's so much rougher than old One Piece. Whatever, I digress. I'm not going to talk about that. You scum. You aren't human. King Harald. Oh, boy, he's going for it. There we go. He's going for it. King Harald exposed. Elbaf monarch sinks innocent battleship. Alliance with government revealed as a ploy. World Economic Journal headlines. Why would you say that, Big News Morgans? Big news! Why would you do that? You see? That's the government for you. Let's drink at the castle, Harald. Don't be dumb. I'm not letting a man with a reputation as bad as yours come into the mainland. Your whole nation should be joining up with me. Come on, Harald. Give it up. I can't stand seeing you grovel to the government anymore. Ooh, and he shaved. Why'd you shave after that? Why are you like, nah, I'm going bald? I mean, I get it. I'm probably going to be going bald again soon. I need to cut again, so. Sooner or later, Elbaf will become a member nation of the world government. Did you think shaving your head was a sign of good faith? Is that a cultural thing you got from somewhere? Goff laughed at me, too. What? Garp? That guy hates the top brass. He'd also be better off as a pirate. Ooh. 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 Ooh, we getting Garp glazing from rocks? That's good. I don't know what that does to the agenda, but to the story, I'm like, that guy hates the top brat. He'd also be better off as a pirate. If Garp becomes a pirate before the end of his, before the end of the series, that would be cool. That'd be cool foreshadowing. If he was back to what he was, you know, in the pilot episode of Wanted, you know, of Rolling Stone. Oh, you puppies. Can you see them? They're on top of each other back there because they're just little sweeties. They're literally, she's laying on top of him right now because she's just little, she's crazy. So Harald was like, I'm sorry I destroyed a ship. I will shave my head as a sign that I'm very, very sorry. But he's still on it. He hadn't lost it yet, you know. But Rox is spitting facts still. Rox has done nothing. Well, I'm not going to say Rox has done nothing wrong. But it's really seemed like he technically hasn't done, well, I mean, we don't know. I mean, he just gave us a bunch of feats. Ports reduced to ash. Towns wiped off the map. I mean, okay, you can't be like, oh, I'm actually the good guy here. Unless all of the 14 ports and the 5 towns and the 1 nation were all bad. And then the 25 criminal records that he erased were also all bad. Well, I assume that, but the 5 towns wiped off the map. That's a little harder to reconcile as like, oh, but Rox is actually doing good things. Sure. They're a massive organization, sure. They have corrupt trash in their ranks. But the Navy is a fine army. The average Marine helps save people on a day-to-day basis. Some of them already come from Elbaf, like John Giant. We get a John Giant mention. Mother Carmel. Is this the first technical Mother Carmel mention? Not even yet. Not even yet. If more of our country's warriors followed suit, they could use their boundless strength to really make a difference for people everywhere. Now that's terrifying. And also we got Ida over here. Ida, you know, just chilling with Rox. Why don't you talk some sense to him, Ida? I wish I could. If Harald was my son, I'd tell him, you should choose your friends wisely. Hey, don't take shots at me. Dang, what was up? Is that shade? Are you throwing shade at Rox, Ida? And Loki and the future bartender lady and Hyrule, they're just chilling. They're just chilling outside. Look at them. They're just chilling. They're just chilling. I thought he left. I thought Loki left at this point. I don't know. Navy headquarters. Boy, we're still going. This is a good chapter. I think I like this chapter more than the last one. I know people like the last one a lot, but this one is pretty good. Well, okay, no, last chapter was the crazy Kuja pirate stuff, so that was crazy. But this is a good. This isn't exposition, and this is just like good. I'm starting to get it now. You know, at first I was like, okay, people are hyping up the Rox flat, but like this is a very good, just like people are sitting down talking type thing. Like story is being progressed through words and philosophy. We'll see though. But we're at Navy HQ right now. If a giant were to roll over in their sleep, people could be crushed to death. If one just loses their temper, lives could be lost. Do you really think humans can coexist with such creatures? That's the gist of what they told me. They really said all that? Yep. Oh, it's the crew. It's the old crew. They're fine letting them join the Navy, but that's all, huh? Harald is an honest man. He's trying to learn from history and change Elbaf. There's rumors he's being scouted by Rox. If that's true, then the Navy might not be able to stand against them. You make good points, but it is what it is. Damn it. We're really stuck between a rock and a hard place. And we got Garp. We got Sandoku. We got Otsuru, staff officer. We got the clothes girl, who is the grandma to the whip girl. And we got Kong, the future commander-in-chief. Admiral. They're all vice admirals, and he's admiral. We're just like, okay, cool. It'd be cool if we saw, like, how strong... it'd be cool if Kong did anything in the story. Maybe eventually. But we're getting Kong in here. That's pretty epic. Honestly, Kong be sweating. Kong be sweating, though. So they're talking about how, you know, giants are joining the Navy, but, like, we kind of got to segregate them a little bit. And the Navy, ooh, is that, like, ooh, commentary on, ooh, you can join the Army, but you're still segregated. What are you trying to say, Oda? Japanese politics. Japanese politics, baby. Still, you can't deny their wild and violent track record. That's exactly the kind of strength I'm after, Kong. Just hurry and make Elbaf a member nation already. If it were up to me, it wouldn't be an issue. Man, it's crazy to think, like, I don't think they ever became a member nation either. Just like Wano. But they weren't, like, isolated like Wano. It is different. Am I still streaming? It says excellent connection. There we go. I think I'm still going. If it were up to me. Good. We're at 42 years ago. Ooh, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're close. We're this close to God Valley. We're this close to God Valley. We're this close. We're a smidgen. And they got the holes in there that they put in there. Who put the holes in there? Did Rocks do that? I think so. This is huge. This is really huge. This is big news. Shakuyaku has quit as captain of the Kuja Pirates. What? That means there's no chance we'll run into her anymore at sea. It can't be. I said sail because I dreamed of being attacked by Shakuyaku's Kuja Pirates. Damn it. We've wasted our youth. Shaki-chan. What are you up to, Shaki? I guess she's... Okay, and she's just joined. Gloriosa just joined in the background. Cool. Do you reckon she quit so she could chase after a man? Like you did, Gloriosa? Does love always lead you to ruin on the Isle of Women? My boy! There he is! Is that my boy? That is a funky drawing of him. But boy howdy, that looks like my boy. That looks like my boy. That is a huge snake, by the way. That snake is ginormous. Who's that back there? Is that Genie Man? Look at that. Why does he look like that? My boy's here, though. That's good. That's good. Ah! That means, like, he was there. He knew rocks from a certain point of view, you know? It's like, get a curry. Get a curry. You're so good. I wish you were in the story still. But you are. You're right there. Like you to Glorious. Does love always lead to ruin on the Isle of Women? Like you know anything about the pain of love. You crank out kids like popcorn. Dang. Do we know where the women come from? Was that like said? Where like the Kuja Pirates like come from? Is it just like people going out to sea and just like being like, making a baby real quick, and then I'm gonna kill this guy and then come back? I don't remember. I don't remember if that was ever said in an SBS or like in the story on how the Kuja Pirates do themselves. I don't remember. That's the thing. Sonny, would you get out from under me? Anyway, I honestly can't imagine her getting lovesick. I'd never forgive her if she went after Roger. I don't think that's interesting because she didn't really go lovesick after Rayleigh, But there is, like, this weird, like, I don't know, non-monogamous thing with the two of them. More of like a mutual non-monogamous thing. I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting. Their relationship. It's always Shacky this and Shacky that. At least you've only got eyes for me, right, Newgate? Ooh. 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 Bakken. Bakken. I've never been in love with you. What did you just say? I'm the popular sensation, Miss Buckin. Ain't that enough? Ain't that enough? No, I want you. Oh. Oh. Newgate's like, I want a family, but not with you. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. He's just clinging on. He never even. Ooh, the Weevil allegations, they're getting lower. It's like, I don't think. Man, Weevil's a freaking clone. Weevil is a freaking clone. We still never got to the end of that, where she was like, oh, we got to talk to Vegapunk about this. Vegapunk will back me up. And Vegapunk's been dead for a bit. We haven't heard from Stussy in a little while. been a little bit. Been a hot second. No way, something crazy is happening. What's wrong? The Kuja pirates. They're coming towards the coast. Huh? What? Well, that wouldn't be Shacky. I guess it's like the new person that we don't know nothing about. That we know also died of love sickness. Nope, that's Shacky. In Pirate Island's history, this incident is said to rank among the greatest. What? Even with all that was yet to come, the arrival of the world's most beautiful idol caused a commotion in this hive of murderous fiends. So Shacky just showing up. Shacky just showing up to Pirate Island is like the biggest thing that's ever happened. It's a goddess. I can die happy. Thanks for the ride, Tritoma. This will do. Yes, ma'am. Take care, Captain. So this is Pirate Island, huh? Hachinosu. What brings you here, ma'am? This land is too filthy for you. You mustn't go any further. Tears blur my vision, yet her light still blind me. Is she real, or am I dreaming? So pretty. A knockout. What a babe. Wait a minute. Are you joining the Rocks crew like Gloriosa? No. I just want to live here for a while. What? Dang, she's not even joining them. She just wants to crash here. What does it got to do with God Valley, though? I know the pirates, they stole stuff from God Valley. The Marines stole something from God Valley. That's why they went to God Valley. They stole something from Pirate Island. So that's why they went to Gold Valley. Does that have to do with Shacky now? Did they steal Shacky? That'd be crazy. No, that makes no sense. Makes no sense. Quitting won't matter to the Marines. They'll always be after me since I was a pirate. So I'm going to hide out here for a while with all of you. You'll protect me, right? Of course I will. This place smells. We'll clean it up right away. I want to open a store. We'll build one for you. Let's grow some flowers for her. Hey, what's all this noise? Why are you rats making such a racket? The Rocks crew's back. This is bad. Don't blame her, Captain Rocks. This was our doing. Huh? What's she doing here? Whoa, what is going on? Remember when this was about, like, Luffy and Loki and Summers and Emu? Remember that? Remember when we were doing that earlier this year? The Pirate Island Hachinosu was abuzz with excitement. Shacky's rip-off bar had finally opened. They said the wait just to get in would take over a month. What the hell is this? So she's opened a bar. Golly. Welcome, I'm so happy to see you. You'll be my first customers. Would you like a drink? She's an angel! Shakiyaku. Dang, you know what? Even rocks. You know what? Even rocks. Even rocks is a simp. So, we can't put that just on Roger. We can't put that just on Roger no more. Even... Does that mean Shakuyaku's top 1? Because she's doing this without the fruits, too. Shakuyaku was like a flower blooming in dry wasteland. Her very presence enriched the island. I mean, like, she's alright. She's alright. It's just the lips. It's just like the one line of lips. But, dang, even got Newgate. Mr. Family Man. Mr. I can't. Mr. I don't even like you. Buckin. Mr. I don't even like you, Buckin. Is getting swooned by Shaggy. The inhabitants of Hachinosu came to covet her as a treasure. Is this actually gonna be what happened? An irreplaceable crown jewel. Unfortunately, a treasure is always the inevitable target of theft. Is she actually... Okay, I was joking earlier. Is she actually what the Marines stole and sent to God Valley? I just can't open it. I'll give you a hand. This place smells great. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Room of Authority. Mary Joie. Ooh. Very well. Relay this to Harald. We shall accept Elbaph's admission into the world government on one condition. The warriors of Elbaf must kill rocks. Oh. That's what it will take for Harald to gain admission? That's a good cliffhanger. This was a good chapter. This was a very good chapter. And it's because of just like good old-fashioned storytelling. And it wasn't like, like cameos here and there. It wasn't just like, I pogged when I saw young Garp and them. It's just like, no. All these people are just an actual part of the story that makes sense. They're all like important people in the story. There's no one here that's just like, OMG, they're there. It's just like, no, these people are just part of the story. And they're doing fun things. They're interacting goodly. And the story is like going forward in interesting ways. Oh, man. This was a good chapter. I think I did like this better than last chapter. I know last chapter was kind of crazy with the Kuta Pirates and Roger and Garp and stuff. And, you know, all the, people like their Oda Box chapters where it's just like, we see the name of a person. Oh, a person is revealed. A bounty is revealed. And that's just what a favorite that's what best chapter ever means to people. Chapters like this, where like things like are moving forward in like interesting ways, and not even like in big combat ways either, I like a lot. Because this doesn't feel like this doesn't feel like hey, we're just like getting through this. We're not just saying, we're not like montaging this. Like this is just like an actual, just like little snippet of like what they're up to. It shows more of like what the Rocks Pirates are about, on how they're not, like, they're still technically doing kind of good things. Like they're stealing donations, which sounds like the worst thing, but they're like, you were gonna keep it though, so it doesn't matter. So, I mean, that's up to interpretation. They might or might not. But that's what they're doing. And it's all to do something for Mary Joie. Which, yeah, that would be the Gorosei's like main thing right now, is like, yeah, let's kill Rock. What if all of God Valley was a ploy to get rocks? What if them setting up, I mean, like, why was Saturn there to begin with, in the first place? Why was Saturn at God Valley? Why was he just chilling there? Why Why was he even like there? Just to like look after the fruits? Why do the celestial dragons even care about fruits to begin with? But you know, back in God Valley, they were like, oh, they stole the crown jewel. They stole the crown jewel. I'm pretty sure is what they said of Pirate Island. And people are like, oh, it must have been like the gum fruit or something, you know? But the crown jewel was Shacky? I mean, we didn't see Shacky. I mean, that's to be an interesting parallel because we know that Boa was also a slave. So if she, like, got enslaved, if she also got enslaved by the world government, one, why are you hanging out in Sabaody? Unless you're like, okay, no, I gotta... Wait, Shaggy? Did Shaggy help them? No, that was Fisher Tiger. I don't know. Is she in the Fisher Tiger flashback? I don't remember. I need to reread Sabaody, obviously. But, no, this is crazy stuff. You know, I like it. I like that it shows that. But you know who wasn't affected, though? You know who wasn't affected? Blackbeard. Blackbeard wasn't. Blackbeard was not affected by Boa. But Rox was affected by Shacky. So what does that say about Rox? And what does that say about all four of those guys, actually, you know, if you think about it? Is that say that, like, Blackbeard is more powerful than Rox? Is that saying that Boa is just, like, way less powerful than Shacky, you know? What does that say? Because... And also, Shacky doesn't even have a fruit. Is able to do this. Which I guess is implying that, I mean, like, Boa is able to do this. Like, they're all Nami faces. They're all just Nami faces, except that it's got, like, a little lip line. Just an extra little lip line for you. And with dark hair. I mean, like, if you made that, like, the brighter hair, and then took, like, that one little lip line, it'd be like, okay, that's Nami. Nami's still my girl. Nami's still my number one. Nami's still my number one. I need Nami back in the story. I like all this, though. I do like it when the Straw Hats are part of the story as well, though. But we're done with that. We're done with that for a little bit. We're not getting that now. And even when we get back to Elbaf, we'll be getting a lot of Loki stuff and a lot of Emu stuff. And it's just like, how the heck is Nami going to be helpful? How are any of the Straw Hats going to be helpful at all when we cut back to Elbaf? Also, is this better than the Kuma flashback? I don't know. I still don't think so, personally. But I'm a Vegapunk guy. I love Vegapunk. I love Vegapunk as a character, so I love all of that. All that stuff was just too good. But this feels like one of those, like the middle. This feels like the middle of, like, the Kuma flashback, you know? Where it's just like we're not getting like a foreboding, like, crazy stuff is about to happen. This is like we're like in the middle of it, you know, where things are like kind of going okay. Because there was like one or two where it's just like things are like kind of just like going along. Like the Pacifista one, that specific chapter, I remember it was just like a good, like, this is just like a middle thing. But there's a good cliffhanger here with the If they want to go into the world government, they got to kill Rox, which is, like, very interesting because we're pretty sure that Harald was not a part of God Valley at all and that he fell on God Valley due to Garp and Roger probably teaming up. So, where does Harald come into God Valley is the question. And where does Shacky come into God Valley, too? Because Shacky's obviously important. Crazy how we have 2 Kuja pirate captains on Hachinosu right now. I bet that Gloriosa's not happy about this either. That she's just like chilling, doing this now. I don't know. It's all interesting. And then we also know that, you know, that what do we also know? I don't know. I don't know what we also know. We know lots of things. We know that Harald's going to get super betrayed by all of his guards for some reason. And I wonder if it's because he didn't kill Rocks. Maybe it's because it's like, oh, Garp and Roger took out Rocks. You didn't do it, so you're done. That might be the case. Well, hello, Sunny Girl. I don't know, but I like this chapter a lot. It was good. It was good. It was good, like... We got a lot of good character interactions from everyone. We got good stuff from Rocks. We got stuff with, like, Newgate and Stussy. We even got, like, stuff with, like, Big Mom and Kaido. And then, like, the stuff with Shiki and, like, and Silver Axe, too, is real funny. Shiki's funny. Shiki's a funny feller. Shiki's a little troll. Shiki's a little troll. And also we get like a little hint that there could be a rat. There could be a rat in the mist. I don't think it's Buckin. I think it's one of these unnamed fellers. I think it's probably the... I mean, it could be Shiki. We know that Shiki's canon in ways that he, like, fought. I don't think so. But, I don't know, Mobster Guy. We haven't gotten much stuff out of Mobster Guy, technically, just yet, so... I forget. I think Mobster Guy was at God Valley. I think it was one of the silhouetted fellers. I think he was. But we know that Ochoku, he wasn't there because he was still like in charge of Pirate Island way after, like all the way to Rocky Port, you know, all the way up to like 2 years ago. So don't think so on that. And then we don't know about Silver Axe. Maybe Silver Axe is the traitor. You know what? I feel like it's either Mobster Guy or Silver Axe that are the traitor. There's got to be a traitor, though. Like, surely. I think so. But there's a lot of good characterization today. Man, if it was Kaido, that'd be crazy. I don't think it was, though. Kaido. Funny Kaido. Who's that, Marine? Is that Manga? No. Some of this, yeah. I'm gonna have to reread the God Valley flashback, the Kuma again, to see the exact wording on like they took our crown jewel. But, like, how do they steal her? Because she's, like, kind of OP, though. So, unless they had Manga on the case. To go get her. And it's like, only Manga can do it. Only Manga's got the willpower. Because not even Rocks does. That's insane. Which is good. It kind of brings him a little clip down. You know. Because the whole, you know, Roger slander last week was just like, oh man, look at him simping, but you know, they be simping too, so you can't get on to them too much for that. But it is 9 o'clock. I have work now, so thank y'all for anyone who lurked for 1 second, or for anyone rewatching. Y'all have a good one.